Hey y'all, it's Jay back at it again with another Pretty Little Lie review, and this will be a review on season 7 episode 2.
You are black, love, and confident too. Kind of quintessential and you loving you. Baby, you are a queen. Everything that I need.
So, as usual, if you see me looking down, I will be looking at this little handy dandy notepad here so that I don't forget any important parts. But this episode of Pretty Little Lies, it was for the birds, in my opinion. I didn't really like it. I felt like it was slow. I needed a little more action. It focused too much on relationships and stuff. Even though that's nice, but it's a such thing as being like overly involved with the relationship life. So basically this episode picks up right where the last one starts off. Hannah is standing in front of the car when Mary Drake came to pick her up from the woods. So of course Hannah doesn't know who Mary Drake is. Hannah been locked up. Mary Drake knows Hannah though. How? Still ain't figured that out yet. How she found out Hannah was gonna be on that street while she driving down that street, still ain't figured that out yet. Cause I feel like Hannah was leaving from wherever she took her and she was on her way there. That's what I think. But anyways, Mary Drake riding in the car with Hannah, they talking whatnot, Hannah asking questions or whatever. So Hannah tells her to take her to her friends instead of taking her to the hospital or taking her to the police. So she takes Hannah to all the girls and whatnot, and all the girls of course are asking questions. They try to get Hannah to explain to them what happened, and Hannah ain't trying to hear it. Hannah ain't trying to talk. She ain't about that life. So Caleb goes over, my boy, goes over to Hannah, you know, trying to talk to her. He gave her some little ring thing. I guess she dropped when she was in the room. I don't know. Spencer, jealous, of course. So she just sitting there, she just looking. She'll stand in the corner, she'll just be looking. Then she'll go somewhere, she'll just be looking. Every time Caleb and Hannah have a conversation, Spencer is somewhere around just looking. So then Evelyn, she was in the house too. So Evelyn went to find Spencer because Spencer had walked off. So she go find Spencer. Spencer in the corner crying about Caleb and Hannah. But you know, she was just like, I need a minute to myself, whatnot. So eventually Caleb and Spencer leave, and Emily, I keep calling this girl Aria. Emily and Hannah are left, and Emily is basically watching Hannah. But later on that night, Allison calls Emily and was like, you know, help, and she needed help. Then you could hear her wrestling with nurses on the phone, like they like, let it go, hang the phone up, let it go. So you hear them like wrestling with her, trying to get this phone out her hand. So Evelyn up, red flag. Y'all know she ain't finna let her girlfriend go down like that. So she, like, the next day immediately goes up to the little mental institution that Allie is in, and she tries to see her. And then come to find out, baby boy Elliot has changed the visiting rules. So if you're not family, you can't visit her, which is basically nobody but him at this point, because like her mama dead, don't nobody know where her dad and her brother, like we don't know where they are. I haven't seen them the whole season, even though this is just episode 2. But my thing about that is it funny to y'all that no one in these last 2 episodes has ever questioned Elliot's motives? Like everything they find in the house, Allison got to do it. Everything they found anywhere around the house, Allison did it. Nobody ever says Elliot did it. But anyways, let's go into something else. Moral of the story is Elliot changed Allison's visiting rules and restrictions or whatnot to family only, so couldn't nobody go see her. So back to whatever Aria and Ezra and Liam and what, they got a whole bunch of drama going on about a book that don't nobody really care about. So they argue back and forth because Liam over the book and Ezra writing the book and Aria writing a part of the book, and Liam feels some type of way about Ezra. Of course Aria been with both of them, so it's just a whole little confused love triangle all around the book that don't nobody care about. So we just gonna keep that pushing. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. So A turned into AD now. Like, A got a last name now, y'all. At first it was just first name A. Now we got a first and last name A. So anyways, Mary Drake visits Spencer at her mother's, like, campaign headquarters. I guess that's what you call it. So Mary Drake visits Spencer there and basically asks how Hannah doing and talk about how she didn't feel right leaving Hannah with them instead of taking her to the police or the hospital or whatever. Then Spencer asks why, because you the adult and you were driving, so you could have took her wherever you wanted to take her, but yet you brought her back to us. And she went into this whole sob story yet again, how her and her sister had problems, and this time she told her about the reason why she got locked up in Radley was because Jessica, Allison's mother, her twin sister, was babysitting some little boy and he kept crying and he had a cold, and basically she called Mary Drake and told her to come help her, and by the time she got there, like, the parents had came and they were getting ready to pay her and whatnot, and then they found their son dead. So they got her locked up in Radley. But after she said all that, gave her little sob story or whatever, she left. And I really, okay, pause. Why do y'all think Mary Drake keeps going to Spencer so much? We already know that Jason is her half brother. So, is Mary Drake Spencer's brother? Cause she keep going, y'all see, she went there looking for her mama and her daddy. She sit down and had conversations with the chick. Like, they just chilling. And, okay, let's keep going. So, Hannah goes to New York to give her fiance this little surprise. So, she dressed in a little sexy dress or whatever. And she there to see him and let him know what's going on. And also, pause. Why Hannah's fiance ain't been worried about her all this time? This girl done got locked up, she done got beat, she done got stuff thrown on her, she done got all these bumps and bruises and stuff all over her body, and not once has this man even texted her and said, Hannah, how you doing? I'm over it. But yeah, Hannah goes to New York, and basically after she had this little great date night with this dude that she didn't know at the bar, she went and I guess she tried to reenact her and Jordan's first date. So she asked him to take her where they first met or they had their first date or something like that. Then they went to the place was shut down. So Hannah felt like everything happened because of her. So she gave him his ring back and she was like, I don't want to do this to you and all this other stuff. And he was like, Hannah, I love you. I'll move heaven and earth for you. And she was like, I know, but I don't want to do this to you. So she gave him his ring back. Oh, meanwhile, all of that is going on. Mary Drake and Emily are back at the house in Rosewood talking about basically Elliot taking care of Allison. Y'all know, I don't know if I told y'all, well, most of this time after Allison called Emily and she was asking for help and she was struggling with the doctors, they were struggling with her to get the phone in her hand. Ever since that point, Emily has been trying to see Allison. So since Elliot changed the restrictions to family only, Emily felt like the only way they could get in there to see Allison was through Mary Drake, of course, because, you know, that's her auntie. So her and Mary Drake are having this conversation, and then they bring up the topic, and she asks, how does she feel about Elliot caring for Allison? And Mary Drake was like, you know, it's still needs some getting used to as far as this being her new husband and her doctor. And Emily was like, well, can like you get me in there? And she was like, I don't want to go against Dr. Rollins' thing. My bad, y'all. But she was like, I don't want to go against Dr. Rollins' rules or whatever, but we could go together. So they finally get in there. Finally, and Allison starts to tell Emily the truth. She sees Mary Drake. Allison still does not know that this is her alleged auntie. So Allison is telling everything, y'all. She was like, Mom, it was dirt all over me, and you was sitting there and you was watching me and you didn't help, and it was cold, and Elliot is not like you said he was. And Emily like, what you mean? Like, what about Elliot? Soon as they said that, lights come on. Who is it? Elliot. It's like, boy, you sure know how to pick him. So he come in there, make everybody get out. Allison hollering and screaming like, Emily, don't go, don't leave, no. She hollered like that. So eventually everybody gets out the room. Then Mary Drake and Elliot, y'all know they've been working together for the longest. So they end up in another room beside Allison's room. They're in there arguing or whatever. So Emily sees this. So she in a group chat telling everybody what's going on. So Elliot in there telling Mary Drake, you got what you wanted. So you know why you still hanging around. So I'm like, so she wanted a little change, she wanted little coins, like what did she want? So what exactly is going on? I'm confused. Anyways, it moves from that scene to Spencer and Caleb. They still together. Caleb ain't got back with Hannah yet. That's all I'm waiting on. Spencer got fired from her job because she was spending too much time doing extracurricular stuff. And she got fired through text message, so I guess that was like a big thing. But it really wasn't. That's really not important. I don't know why I'm bringing it up. But her and Caleb started talking about their relationship status. She was trying to figure out if like they made a mistake as far as pursuing a relationship with each other, because I guess she still feels some type of way because she know Caleb still feels some type of way about Hannah, and I want her to feel some type of way, and I need Hannah to get it together, and I need them to get back together. But Caleb was like, nah, everything we did was on purpose, like it wasn't a mistake. So Spencer is like, if it wasn't a mistake, why you talking about it in past tense? So anyways, we fast forward to the end. I hope this making sense to y'all, because I really don't want to confuse y'all, because my thoughts are all over the place. So I know if my thoughts are all over the place, y'all probably like, dang, this girl don't know what she talking about. But please comment. If I'm talking too fast, y'all want me to slow down, y'all want me to elaborate on some stuff, y'all want to know my thoughts and my theories and my ideas, let me know in the comment section. But anyways, we go to the end, and of course Elliot, well, they really didn't show his face, they just showed somebody with gloves on sticking like some other kind of medication that Allison look, what is called, the little pouch they used, whatever child, y'all know what it is. So a little pouch that stuff go in your body, little medication to make the stuff go through your body or whatever. There's somebody sticking some more medication in there. So they basically got Allison going crazy, thinking she on a merry-go-round of Jesus. So she just see light, like it's just little merry-go-round music, and then all of a sudden you just see this bright light. It's like she been taken into an operating room or something like that. But when they open the doors, it's just a bright white light. But we don't know what's on the other side of those doors. We don't know who's in the room. We don't know what's going on. It's just a bright light and it goes off. I wasn't feeling the episode. It didn't give me what I needed. And hopefully next week's episode will be better. Hopefully somebody will get Allison out of that hospital. Hopefully Mary Drake, and whatever she came there for, obviously she didn't get what she actually wanted because she's still sticking around. And she grows some balls and she do some, like, make some shake in the hospital. But I doubt if that happened. Emily probably will be the one to make some shake, if anybody makes some shake. So I want Emily to turn up in that hospital. I do. But because of the way she is, I don't think that would happen. I predict Spencer and Caleb breaking up soon. Even if he don't get back with Hannah, I just predict him breaking up soon, because she too worried about what him and Hannah got going. Hopefully Liam, whatever his name is, hopefully he do whatever, hopefully he don't play his part throughout this whole season, and we don't have to see him no more. So, cause I'm so tired of this book talk. Like, we're not gonna read the book. You care about the book? I don't care about the book. So hopefully they get that out the way, and Arya and Ezra can go back to doing them. Hopefully the next episode makes sense also. Hopefully the next episode had like flows more than this one, and hopefully we not stuck on relationships the whole episode, because we went from Arya and Liam and Ezra to Spencer and Caleb to Hannah and Jordan to Emily and Allison. Like, it just kept going. Then we'll go back and forth, and it's just like, come on now, either y'all together or y'all not. But we trying to figure out who AD is. Well, I feel like we already know who AD is, baby boy Elliot, but we trying to find out, like, why, like, what's going on, like, why does nobody, A knows everything but don't know who killed Charlotte. So let me know y'all thoughts and y'all commentary and y'all ideas and theories and all of that in the comment section below. I'll see y'all in next week's video. Stay tuned.